Hi there, everybody. I've been making videos of instruction for my other two classes, but I don't think I've done one for you guys at all. So I thought I would put a short one together. So far, everybody seems to be doing pretty well in the class, and we've got a good mixture of university students and veterans and non-traditional students and running start students. The whole mixture is really nice in the class. So you guys have a good diversity to study small groups. Now, a couple things I want to talk about just to help you get a better grade and help out in here is a small groups class that's developed so you work in groups, and you're going to have conflict, and you're going to have people who don't do their work. You're going to have people who are control freaks and want to take over everything. But you have to learn to the concepts that we're studying that you look up and learn about. Those concepts should help you get over that as time goes by. Now, for this week, I'm going to change the groups up. I'm just going to randomly put you in different groups, just because I think a couple groups are getting too comfortable with themselves. So I think one group did the stages of development in groups with forming, storming, norming, and performing. I think one group did that, so you guys can look that up on the discussion board. But some of you have got into that performing stage, and which is good, is where we want to get, but I want to put you back into the forming and the storming part again, and I'll do that a couple more times. And then when we get to the 6th week, right after the end of the 6th week, I'll let you self-select into your groups for the final project, and I'll give you 2 weeks to get that final project in. All right. I haven't published it yet, or the information about it. We'll do that when we get there. But right now, we'll just concentrate on working through small group concepts. Now, after you do your work and then you write your response paper, and I want you to write what, so what, now what. And when I put what, that you just tell me exactly what you did, and I want it right down to the brass knuckles there, basically. So what did you do? You contacted each other through email or something, and then somebody decided to set up a Zoom meeting, so you got on Zoom, and then Joe volunteered to be leader, and or leader emerged or whatever. You tell me that stuff, and what did you talk about? How did you divide up the work, and who did what? Write those things in there. And then for the now what? I want to know what you learned. Most of you are writing strictly what you learned in that group, with the dynamics of that group, which is fine. I want to hear that sort of thing. But I also want to hear, what did you learn in the content that you studied? So the articles that you read, the articles that your group members talked about and you put together, and you got the examples, definitions, that sort of thing. Talk about that in your response paper too. Also, now what? Now what means, where do we go from here? How can I take this information I learned and make life easier, or apply it in my work, family, or friends? All right. So if you're in a work, you have a group, or if you're in a volunteer organization and you're in a group, how are you going to apply this stuff? All right. So I kind of want you to think through that. For as far as grading each other, you're all doing a good job on that. I have no complaints as I look through it. So you're being straightforward. So you're talking about what somebody did well. You give them an A, and somebody who missed a meeting or that sort of thing, you give them a B, and somebody who didn't have any contact with you at all, you go ahead and give them an F, which is a good thing. Sometimes people are reluctant to give an F, and I want you to know that whatever you say does not affect how I grade people, okay? But I just want to see your critical analysis of it and how you feel the other people in the group are doing. All right, and then also over the course of the quarter, you can establish a pattern for me, so I know exactly what everybody's doing. All right, I think I got most of the stuff here. I made a little list. I want to make sure I've got it all. When you guys post into the groups, just one post per group, okay? We have 4 groups, I believe. Yeah, 4 groups. And for some reason this week I see 6 posts in there. All right, so the instructions say the leader should post for the group. So don't anybody else post. If anybody else posts, I think I might have to deduct points for not following instructions. One other thing is the instructions were that you are to pick a group name, and I do this for group identity, okay? And you'll learn this as if the groups lasted longer, you'd find identity in the name. So anyway, and we'll read about that group identity and names coming up here. But anyway, I want you to pick a group name and then send me the leader and the secretary. And your group determines the roles of the leader and the secretary, not me. You guys do it. That's up to you as a group. What are the roles? What's the leader supposed to do? What's the secretary supposed to do? And then you're to send me the group name and the leader and the secretary of the group. All right, I need those things. Now, one group hasn't done it yet. And that group has found that they've lost points because they're not following instructions. So make sure, I'm going to mix up the groups today, and make sure that you guys get together, come up with a group name, come up with a leader, come up with a secretary, and then email that to me. Okay? Let's see, what else do we got? No, I think I covered all I wanted to cover, so no sense making you watch any longer. Good luck to all of you. We got a new project coming up this week with new groups, and I'll post something that started next week when we mix up we're going to mix up the groups next week too, or is it the week after? I don't remember what I have written down. We'll figure it out. All right. You're doing well. Hang in there. Keep the work going, and I'll talk to you soon.